birthday, Backwoods.
Thank you.
Press 1. I salute y'all. Haters gonna hate. And I guess you really thought that I gave a fuck. Hi, haters. What up, chat? I see y'all over there. What up? What up?
What's going on? Bam.
What's up?
Man, I need to do something. I'm gonna let y'all hold it down. I need to get my damn chat from YouTube so I can play with my buttons tonight. I'm gonna play with my buttons, y'all.
Oh, Lord. Hey, we're all gonna die. That's what's pertinent information tonight. All right.
I'm cool with that. You cool with that?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Hell yeah.
I appreciate that, Backwoods.
You I tell you, man.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of stuff going on, bro. A lot of stuff going on, man. It's some big, powerful things making some powerful moves.
Hey, yeah, absolutely. There's only Backwoods. Damn, there has only been a couple times where I felt like the true feeling of immediacy. You know what I'm saying? Immediacy. What up, KC? What's up, fam? And bro, I seriously look. I'm gonna tell you. I feel like a can of worms have been opened, and we don't have control over what happens next. Seriously.
Oh no, that can of worms has been opened, and they done spilt all over the floor, and they're going everywhere, ain't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we can't put them. Yeah. Yeah.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Look,
I mean, man.
Hey, did you hear the? All right. So let's just talk about this one real quick. So it's common knowledge that they had what was it? A partial military mobilization, supposedly of 300,000 soldiers, the 300,000 reservists.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just, if that happened here in the United States, try Backwoods. If that happened here, seriously, I was seeing videos where they were saying like they weren't letting military aged men leave out on flights because everybody was leaving the country. This shit is real. And we're still just chilling. Look, our people, we aren't at war. We aren't even in a recession. Everything is fine. Just be happy. Jobs, the economy's strong, jobs are good. We're not at war with, Russia, a nuclear superpower where, let me be quiet. No matter what happens, bro, fam, people, I'm gonna tone it down. Frostbite, I promise I'm gonna tone it down. But no matter what happens in this conflict, no one will win. You cannot win.
No, sir. No, sir.
Right.
Not when the nukes start flying.
Bro, they gonna win. They got bunkers.
Yeah. The rich.
It's a unwinnable conflict that we're being propelled into.
What do you think about old Putin saying this ain't no bluff? That was kind of weird, for him to actually say that. Like, it's kind of telling. Like, well, was all the other shit you were saying a bluff?
Yeah.
When you were talking about using all these forces and doing all this and doing all that. I'm telling you, man. I watched this Russian dude. I guess he's not in Russia anymore. That's the feel I got from it. But he was talking about how he had friends and family in Russia and that he was like really worried about him and he was going to hit him up. He said he had one friend that just got out of service in Russia and he knows he's going to be pulled in to do, because they're pulling in like a shit ton of reservists. And what he was saying is like they're going to be drafting, youngins and shit to be up in there. It's like, man, here we go. We go.
They are. Go ahead, Backwoods.
Well, I was just saying when they start keeping you from leaving the country, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, that's a big deal.
Think about how that disrupts the whole ebb and flow of a country. Like I said, imagine that here. Seriously, like imagine, bro, it would be 10 times worse here. Maybe not 10.
I just seen something. I don't know how true it was, and it was right before we went live, so I didn't have a chance to look at it, click on it, read it. But they said that a ton of people are trying to flee Russia right now. Bunch of
Yeah.
y'all see anything about that?
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. They was
Shit, my bad. I was
no, it's all good. Yeah, a whole bunch of people, but they've been like trying to sky up out of there, man, because he's going to bring up that reserve list or whatever, and so people were trying to leave, man. They started basically stopping all the men, all the fighting age men,
Yep.
leaving the country. Like, no, that I mean, like pulling them off of airplanes and shit. Like,
and see, that's serious shit, man. Like we can't sit here and play around like it ain't that deep. And I know there's a lot of people out there. Oh, it ain't never gonna happen. All these damn channels trying to scare you and fear monger and all this and all that. But tell me when the fuck you ever heard? They're already in a war. We're involved in it because we're doing all the supplying of the funds and the weapons and the smarts and intelligence and all this. And then boom, you got Russia. They ain't gonna let no man leave the country. He comes out, says, I ain't bluffing this time. I'll use every damn thing I got. He talked about how now I got this from Lookner. He said something like we're it ain't Ukraine that we're worried about. We're fighting the collective West.
Yeah.
So and he said something about the UN wants to break Russia up into little pieces. This is what he was saying. And he said the only way that Russia can survive is if we do these things that we're going to do or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I don't have word for word or nothing like that. I'm going off of what Lookner was talking about.
Well, basically, it's because, like if you look at UN stuff, you can, their documents and stuff, they put people into regions and shit, like region this and region that. And, it's because the UN wants to bring it all as a one world deal and have certain regions, you know what I'm saying? And, this utopia world and shit that's never going to exist. I don't care how much you want it. I don't care how bad that they try. A utopian world is never going to exist, but that's what they're wanting. But it's kind of like, I have a bad feeling, and I've said this multiple times, that I think they're going to go above and beyond on this one because they're going to try to cut their nose off to spite their face. You see what I'm saying? Like, damn it, we've been, because if you look at all the main medias and stuff, man, they're talking shit about Russia. Ukraine's whooping Russia. Ukraine's kicking their ass. And it's like Russia, sitting over there like, man, y'all have no idea, man. Yeah. We finna show y'all. We finna show y'all. Fuck around and found y'all done fucked around. Now you finna find out. And that's the way right?
I was watching a POTB with their War Games Wednesday. And it really got me thinking about America, because there was different opinions, which was awesome. It was a great show, but there was different opinions, which is what makes it so damn good. But it really got me thinking, man. And I was like, a war in America here, a war here would have to be, and I don't know, the military guys might be able to tap into this a little bit harder. POTB, Bug Out Bushido, anybody else that actually been in the shit. But it just seems like to me like a war here, and let me explain real quick. A war here would be so much worse than a war, say, in Iraq or a war in even Russia or China. And the reason I say it is because, one, America is the mixing pot. You have every different kind of culture. You go to this city, you got Chinatown. You got areas where it's white folks, areas where it's predominantly black folks. You got areas where it's predominantly Mexican folks. So you got all kinds of different countries all in one, different cultures and shit. And everybody in America could have a gun. You know what I mean? And no other country has that, where every single person can have a gun. And I'm not saying every single American has a gun, but a lot of us do.
Or five.
so it would be. I just think it would be so much worse here. Not because I think about it and I'm like, well, how many Americans own guns and have never had training, never, you know what I'm saying? And how wild would that be when you got 100 million motherfuckers running around that's never been trained with a gun, but now they ready to go Rambo and shit because all hell's breaking loose. I mean, this place would be it would be nuts, man, nuts. You know what I'm saying?
Try. That's what I've been trying to tell people. That I'm in Texas. That's what I've been trying to tell people. Look, do you know how many people have like, you said like 1, 5, 10, 15,
yeah.
20, bro, tricked out, just crazy. Backwards. I know you got some stuff, brother. Tricked out, crazy stuff. And look, I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna be wild, bro. Because look, we all have these defensive item tools, right? And look, it's either legit. It is either the range, either you go to the range, an indoor range or an outdoor range. You go hunting, and that's it, bro. Can you imagine when there's no law, there's no rules? We'll say the gangsters. We'll say the gangsters. Can you imagine when everything is their range? Moving cars, street lights, houses with just lights on, just people that they just want to shoot. That's not even taken into the racial aspect. That's not taken into any of the other things that could make people want to do something to somebody. Yeah, and I'm not trying to be
and I was thinking about it like this too. Like you have a war you have a war in Afghanistan. And believe me, I'm not taking nothing from it. I completely, I don't know because I wasn't there, but I mean, we know it was fucking bad, and our military went through some serious shit, like really, really serious shit. But I just, what I'm saying is, like in America, if you gotta go through towns and cities in America, man, you're gonna run into all kinds of different shit, man. You're gonna if shit hit the fan and it's America and there's shit popping off here, you're going to have to go through this town with these people, this town with those people, this type of people, this type of people, this culture, that culture. I mean, it's like going through the whole world beefing in one fucking country. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, go ahead, back.
Well, it's been nobody is dumb enough to believe that we have secure borders, and 9 times out of 10, when you really go and watch, not what they just put on the mainstream media, but if you'll actually go and watch footage from there, man, it's a lot of fighting age men coming across that. Just saying. Yeah. Lots of fighting age men coming across there.
Me too, Frostbite.
They're catching a lot of people, man, that are really, really, really bad people, and that's just what they're catching. You know what I'm saying?
And let me ask you this. How many places in America would be, if shit hit the fan, all hell's breaking loose, wars popping off, every city's going nuts, little towns going nuts, people invading, all this shit. How many places already in America would be ran by the enemy because they've, China's already owned this land and been in this spot, sneaking in and shit. What about Russians have a hold on this certain area and this certain area with the Russians that are here, and Iranians, Mexicans, whatever it may be, who we end up, which I don't think we would go to war with Mexico. I think Mexico and us, I think we would be on the same side of things, hopefully. Yeah, but still, you know what I'm saying? Like how many parts of America already are in jeopardy of being lost right now?
But see, here's the thing about it's not a real secret that it's a lot of Mexican folks down there want some of their territory back. California, Arizona, some places, Texas. They want their territory back, man. They have not. I've seen them state it many a times, and some higher up people there.
Hey, let me throw this out here. Facts, backwoods. Let me throw this out here. Look, hey, y'all know. Look, I kick the good book every now and then, right? And it talks about like A turbulent time, tribulations, the end of the system. This is what's crazy. Now, you cannot tell me that this is not perfect timing. We are on the cusp of possibly a tactical nuclear war with Russia. At the same time, CW 2.0 is literally at our doorstep. Our electoral system, nobody trusted at this point. Nobody trusted. Look, we can't even make our laws anymore because nobody is going to trust what happens. Once those polls open, oh, man.
And you sent me that video, just Josh. I was talking to Backwoods with it about it backstage.
Yeah,
and it makes sense. When else are you gonna have what 1,000, maybe 2,000? I don't know how many different places with hundreds of people standing in line, 50-50 on the divide of Republican and Democrat, who are really at odds more than ever before in life, ready to fucking throw hands in a heartbeat because somebody says something about Trump or somebody says something about Biden.
Yeah.
And it's good, the heat is so turned up.
Yep.
It's gonna be wild at every damn, especially in these cities and shit like that, man. Like it could. Tim Pool, man, that video, it made me think. It's like, damn, man, that's like 1,000 or 2,000 hot spots where shit could pop off, and Civil War II could be here like that.
Yeah, but the Democrats has run through a bill, man, talking about changing up the voting, all like straight up through Congress and shit. Like, our original voting laws, they're going to they run. I mean, like, they ran that shit through, and there was 7 Republicans that voted for that shit to completely change. It's in the House, but I mean, it'll have to go to the Senate. It probably won't pass there, but
yeah,
they're trying everything they can, man.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. You know what it's going to take? You know what it's going to take? Seriously, at a polling like place, it's going to take one person on either side to have to go to the bathroom, and they're gonna turn and they're gonna go down they're gonna try to go through the wrong door, and it's gonna be some door where, you know what I'm saying, it's like the back of the building, and either a Republican or a Democrat's gonna be like, I saw him, they doing it. I don't know what he had in his hand. I saw it, and that's all it's gonna take.
Boom.
That's hair trigger. That's and
all
this
hell breaking loose.
And this can happen anywhere, like you said, in all of the polling places, bro. On the cusp of World War III, and everything else.
And if you think about that, that would be a really good way. If something like that, if a bunch of that, kicked off, at several polling places, that would be a good reason for for them to declare martial law and just say, look, the polling and stuff is not, the voting and stuff, it's not fair. There's too much cheating going on. We can't trust it. So we're going to shut it down for now and start passing bills and shit,
Yeah. Hey, man. What's up, Trump?
Not just seeing Nisi posted something in the chat. I was trying to see what the hell was going on, man, because I didn't
going to war or something, bro.
She been looking up some things, man. Looking up some things.
But man,
my bad.
No, you good, man. But look, okay, and I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just have these thoughts. But how hard would it be? I'm not even gonna lie to you. How hard would it be? Russia is how hard would it be for them to have bad actors who come through the border and actually start tipping off some of these problems at polls? How hard would it be?
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
They're probably working on it right now. Hell yeah. They probably got plans in action, man. They got people here. Guarantee it. We probably got people there. They always have spies and shit. Every country's trying to do it everywhere. I mean,
yeah.
So and America is probably the easiest place on the planet to have sleepers.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, seriously, you could put a sleeper here in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
I mean, no matter what they're talking about, I ain't gonna lie for them. I'm just gonna tell the truth.
There-
The southern border is wide open. It's wide open. You can
There
get
was
anybody in here you want.
Anything, yeah, free ticket.
This was 2 years ago. There were over 900 open cases of sleeper cells in this country by the FBI. Like I'm not talking about just fucking with folks like us. I'm talking like real shit. Like
I don't know what you talking about, backwoods.
like you.
No.
No,
Hey, I'm about to hit it. Hey, I'm out, y'all. I'm out.
no, don't. What?
I was looking at the chat, man.
I'm just playing, bro. I'm just playing.
I'm not focused tonight, y'all. I'm not focused. I'm trying, but I'm
Bro,
in the chat. I'm talking to Neezy. I can't. I miss half of what y'all talking about, man.
Well, let me just say this then.
Let me concentrate.
Let me just say this then. Seriously, I'm feeling a sense of immediacy, right? You know what I'm doing this weekend? And I know, bro. I know, fam, chat. I know. We've been saying prep to the Raptors. Do this and do that and do this weekend, seriously, and I've done it time and time again, but this weekend again, I'm going through everything. I'm making sure everything is topped off. I'm making sure everything is ready to go. I'm making sure that anything that I have that needs to either be thrown out or replaced is going to be, because I have this crazy feeling of immediacy. Hey, try backwoods. Y'all ever been in a situation? I've been jumped before. You ever been in a situation where like maybe one or two guys had a mission to fight you, but you had no idea that you.
Yes.
That was perfect, though. That was perfect. That was absolutely perfect.
Yeah, that actually tripped me out. I was like, whoa.
I know. And I was like, is this pre-recorded or what? Am I tripping? No, hey, but that is how I feel, man. I feel like we're going into a fight. No, I feel like we don't know that we're about to get into a bad fight. Us, the populace of this country. And everybody else knows. China, Taiwan, everybody else knows except us.
Yeah.
Business as usual.
We're going to get sucker punched.
That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling, man. If Russia had the guts to call up 300,000 reservists out of their own country, and they're stopping flights and saying only women and children can leave the country at this point, bro, that speaks volumes.
And why? And tell me this: why in the hell don't we have somebody? And maybe I just haven't seen it. So somebody in the chat, y'all might be like, "Wait a minute, tribe." There was, but why in the hell we should have every news coming out saying, "Look, this is what we're dealing with," because Russia's number one enemy is the United States of America. Putin comes out and says all these fucking things, and ain't nobody in this country going to talk to the people and say, look, you know, we at least have an eye on it. We at least care that these things are being said. You know what I'm saying?
At least.
Like, where is the fucking leadership in this country? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Trying to hide all their criminality that's hidden in Ukraine.
Yeah.
That's where they're at. That's what they're trying to do. They don't want that. They can't talk, man. If they start coming out and talking, why, you know, they're like, why? You know, people's going to start asking why. And when they do, that's what you get is man, Putin. I'm telling you, I guarantee you Putin's got all kinds of information. And that's why he's the enemy, you know.
Yeah, but I mean, seriously, no bullshit. We can't trust that motherfucker neither.
No, I'm not saying I'd have him over for dinner and shit. I'm just saying, you know.
Yeah.
And you can guarantee that if he did have any kind of information, if it was true and it was harmful to the leaders of this country, so-called leaders of this country, they already have a propaganda list a mile long so they can defend against it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. TT1.
I mean, we can't even sit on YouTube and say good things about Russia when it comes to that war, or else it will be taken right off. They've already taken one of my live streams. They took it right off of the joint. I don't even know what we were saying. I didn't go back and watch it. I was like, whatever. I got enough of them anyway.
Really?
You know, go ahead and take it. I just don't even feel like dealing with it. Y'all do this shit all the time anyway. but they already took one of my live streams. And believe me, if we were going to sit here and talk good about Russia, I guarantee you they would swipe this shit right off the motherfucking internet.
Gotcha.
And I'm not saying don't. I mean, say what you got to say. I mean, it is what it is. But I mean, it's just the propaganda's already work. They're already working on it. They've been working on it ever since Russia went into Ukraine. It's right as soon as that happened.
Yeah.
Just Josh.
Yes, sir.
G62 data says, I still wonder if we are missing something bigger. The politics, economy, and wars, just a distraction, just a thought.
What?
Man, I'm gonna tell you something, man. I still say,
yeah,
we really, I mean, like, this alien stuff is for real, but it's not aliens, man.
I got you.
It is spiritual beings that are not good. They are not good.
That's where we're going with this. I'm with you.
There's too much stuff, man. When you see these craft in the air, and all this, and the shit changing and shape shifting and doing what it's doing, you know what I'm saying, man? I really believe that's. I believe there's a fight amongst a lot of the people to get us to go inside with what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the, because it coincides with the Bible, man, about what's going on with the digital currency. You'll wear the mark upon your hand or your forehead, and they're pushing that now, man. They have been pushing it. I mean, just pull out your debit card and look.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? That damn debit card keys you to everything you do, man.
Yeah. Don't swipe it. Just tap it. And then after you tap the card, then you'll be used to just being able to just tap your hand.
Yep. Yeah. We could just put that little chip right there, man. You just boop, done.
Gone.
Ain't even got to carry a wallet. Now.
Convenience.
Yeah. Because we can put your driver's license on it and everything. So everything.
Yeah.
Cop, you get pulled over, you just boop. Bam.
That's it.
Shows you got insurance, everything. I'm telling you, man.
Yeah. Hey, what if you got warrants, bro? What if you got warrants? And what if you're on the run from the law? It changes the whole, and you still got to swipe. Yeah, that's the control.
Big sirens and shit goes off. This guy has a warrant. Comply now. This guy has a warrant. It's like, you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, man. No. What if you're on the run and you walk through like a grocery store, and the grocery store door scans everything that's coming through, and it
what?
All right. Hey, man, you were on point with those tonight. I'm just saying.
I'm trying, man. I'm not trying to cut you off, but I got to hit it at the right time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just glad he's doing it to you this time, because he did it to me the last time. Every time I get going, he'd mess with me.
But it's interesting, though. You walk through, it scans everything, and what?
And immediately, it's scanning everything. You got warrants. Somebody will probably be waiting for you when you come out with your groceries. Or that's the system that we're going into, man. You know what I'm saying? The control, the tracking, that's what we're going into. All the sci-fi movies.
Have you ever watched Parking Wars, where the tow truck, they got a camera on their thing, and they just ride down the street and it's scanning every single person's license on their car, and they get everybody's information. That shouldn't even be legal, man. Not in America, at least. What the fuck? You can just ride down the road and scan every single person that lives in this whole town and have all their information at the push of a button. These people that you don't even know, they just work at this parking lot. You know how many criminals get jobs, man?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But back to what Backwoods was saying. Seriously. It's too coincidental. All of this is too coincidental, and I'm with you 1,000%, Backwoods. Look how many things are coming to like a pivotal point. Our economy, we already know it's one. It's in tatters. They won't say it.
Yeah,
all we hear is about Yeah.
Well, the real quick on the economy, they're talking about just 8.5% inflation right now, but they're not adding in the housing market. If they added in, the housing market has went up 40% in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And if they would add that in, you know what I'm saying? And the true reality of everything, we're probably sitting at about 25% inflation.
Yeah, agreed. They just said that the median home price is $365,000.
Yeah.
I can't afford that. And
No,
and
no,
then
I have to go live in my trailer, man.
bro, seriously. And then I have to go get one of like those the Home Depot, like the storage unit, the storage cabins that go in the backyard. Yeah, and that's what I would have to do. Hey,
Right.
so the interest rates are going up now, so it's hard for people to sell homes. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, it's good you got all this equity and the prices are going up, and people were selling and going to get apartments, or you know what I'm saying? But now you can't. It's going to be hard to sell a house now because of the interest.
Yes.
God.
What up, chat? I see y'all over there.
All right, hey, look.
I'm fucking y'all.
No, you're good.
I'm fucking y'all up.
All I'm saying is, it is highly coincidental that everything, our entire way of life, is coming to this one point of like it's all gonna explode, and then backwoods, everything's got to change. Everything fundamentally has to change.
Well, it's funny that gas prices went down. I know they're still high. Don't get me wrong; they're still high, but they went down, and
it's going to. We're what, a month away from voting?
Yeah,
they got. We all knew that was going to happen, but I'm with you.
Right. Well, what they did was they actually started digging into our strategic reserve for us and started putting it in our market. And so what happened? The U.S. had told, I believe it was Europe and everything. Told them, said, "Man, we ain't got nothing else for you. We don't, and it's fixing to get bad over in Europe, dude. It's going to get real bad." And that's what they did, was flooded the market so that the gas prices would go down to try to make them look good right before the midterms. But see, they did it too soon because they got a little hype in their polling and stuff. The Democrats did because of the gas prices.
Yeah.
But now it's going back down because they did it too soon. If they would have waited till like late, at the end of September into October, it would have had a better effect on voting.
Yeah.
But they did that shit too soon because they got too desperate. And when you start looking at all the polls and everything, yeah, man, I don't think they're going to give up power, man. I think there's going.
Oh no.
There's always an October surprise, always. And I believe, everybody keeps saying it's Trump. It's going to be the October surprise, that they're going to indict him or whatever.
Oh, no.
It's not going to be Trump, because I'll tell you, I really believe that they're going to do something, one of them FF things.
Yeah.
To keep the elections from happening. That's
yes.
See, that's what I think. I mean,
It's not me, Backwoods.
I got it in. Go ahead, man.
It's not me.
I'm good, man.
That was perfect, though, man. If you rewatch this, that's gonna be perfect timing, man. I'm telling you. All right, I'll stop fucking with y'all.
No, you got it.
I got you, man. Yeah, I agree with you, Backwoods. I agree with you 100%, man. I thought about that FF too, man. I'm like, yep. I'm ready. We've been saying it for months, though. When we get closer to the election, things are going to start happening.
I didn't feel that.
It's going to start happening.
I didn't even feel that, bro. People were like, yeah, the midterms. I'm like, man, business as usual. No. Yeah. Hey, can we just make it past September 24th first before we start talking about all this other stuff? Because there's a lot of crazy
what's
stuff
the deal
happening.
with September 24th?
I don't know, man. But
some dude, he meant to say like February 24th, but he accidentally said September 24th when he was talking about something. So
that's up in the air too.
It is, man. I don't take. They can't tell me no accidents these days. Like if there's an accident, I'm sitting there thinking, okay, well, wait until we get past it before it's an accident, because y'all motherfuckers slick. Y'all be throwing shit at us and trying not to let us know, but letting us know.
Well, I'm gonna tell y'all now. My birthday is tomorrow, September the 23rd, and just because some jackass out there says, well, 24th is the day, I'm still getting drunk Friday night. I'm still going to have a damn good time, and I'm going to sleep in Saturday morning. And if I wake up and the world is gone, then I just wake up dead, I guess. I don't know.
No, you'll be straight, bro. You will be absolutely straight.
I ain't going to. But I want to tell you, man, it's really wild that you said you felt that sense of urgency.
Immediacy. Yes.
Yeah, immediacy.
Yep.
Do you know, I was, Milkmaid and I actually texted a little bit this morning. She was showing me a present. I will not tell what it is. It was a very nice present that she got for her birthday. And so
what?
That's right.
I couldn't find something to go with it, man.
That's right. No, that's good. But no, so we were talking and you good, how
right.
And I was like, it's really wild because I'm actually content. I'm like I've been in a really good mood. Like I'm cool. It's just like, I'm content. I never want to stop learning, never want to stop, prepping and doing the things that we need to do. But it's like really wild that I'm just like calm. It's like I don't feel that sense of immediacy and everything. It's like, fuck it. I'm as ready as I can be. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
I only make so much money. I can only do so many things each day.
Yeah.
So it's like I don't have that panic about it. It's like that calm, like almost like a calm before the storm, kind of thing. Just like
that's it too. Seriously.
Like, let's do it.
It's almost like it's almost like everybody is just chilling and everybody's just sitting there watching the same mainstream news. Everybody's just chilling. When you have Russia over there messing, taking chances with their economy, their entire economy, telling people we're at war now. We need 300,000 reservists. They're pulling people, you know what I'm saying, like out of their homes and saying you're going over there. And somebody said there's a clause where it could go up to 1 million. But bro, if we did that here, the shit would hit the fan. If we did, everybody would be like, wait a minute, this is real. This is real. This is not to play with. But we're all just chilling, business as usual.
Absolutely.
He's got me in there. No, don't do it. Really? Oh my goodness. Hey man, look, hey fam, y'all go through your preps. Go through your preps this weekend. That's what I'm doing, because I think seriously, I have a really strong feeling that we will get to a point. We're moving to a point, a pivotal point, where we're gonna need to be ready for whatever may come our way. It's not going to be in our control anymore. The government's control. We will be in a conflict.
I'll tell you the way I really believe.
Yeah.
Gosh, I mean, just all bullshit aside, just because, and thank y'all everybody for the happy early birthday.
I just had deja vu.
Go ahead, Backwoods.
That was weird.
I just really think that, there was what was that movie? Damn, it was a war movie, and dude was like, ain't you going to grab a gun or something like that? Ain't you going to grab your weapon or something? And it was like, there's going to be plenty of them on the ground to pick up. But I believe the same way in if everything collapses, there's going to be a lot of people that's going to die. And a lot of them people will even have food in their place. They'll have items that we could use. And I'm not talking about the werewolf prep and shit. So all you jokers out there watching right now that think y'all want to make a video tomorrow because we're talking about being werewolf preppers. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Hi, haters.
Right on.
Right on.
So,
I love that.
yeah, we were soldiers. Yeah, we were soldiers. And I just really believe that, you know, a lot of people are going to die, man. They ain't going to be able to make it. You know, they're not going to be able to stay warm. They're not going to be able to stay cool down. You know, they're going to panic. Their hearts are going to fail. You know, and this goes back to the Bible again. You know, it says that, you know, during the end times, you will see things that will make men's hearts fail. And that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, you see this great big monster and you have a heart attack and scared to death and kill over. But it's just, you know, we see it right now.
Yep.
Men's hearts are failing right now, man. Look at the people that have gave up being a part of society, or, you know, working and just, you know.
Yeah, man, we're at the cusp. Seriously, like, I don't know. Maybe one day I'll look back at this live stream and be like, "Yeah, Josh, you were right. We're on the cusp of what comes next." Seriously, whatever that is, I don't know. You remember Trump? We're doing live stream and we kept saying there's no off ramp. That's how we know that like it's a problem. There's no off ramp.
Did any of y'all see that interview he did with Sean Hannity? I posted it on my community post. I was like, man, even if you don't even fuck with Trump, man, you should probably listen to this because it's telling, man. It's telling. When you got a man that was president of the United States, no matter who it is, and he doesn't have a board in front of him. He doesn't have a screen telling him what to say. He's just coming straight off the top of the head. He was just explaining the whole thing and the whole FBI thing running up on him. And, you know, they were comparing it to all the other shit that's going on. You got Hunter Biden with his laptop. You got, you know, fucking Clinton and all the shit they were into. You know what I'm saying? And another thing that was kind of weird, man. I was watching the comedy dude. I forget his name. Niecy will know the name. She'll
Bill
probably
Burr.
put it in the chat.
Bill Burr.
No.
Roman.
It's another dude. He was in Half Baked. But anyway, he was talking about how the number 33 keeps popping up. Okay. And then you look at you know, he was talking about, you know, 33 this, 33 that. But then Trump was in this interview and he was like, yeah, you know, Hillary Clinton had 33,000 emails disappeared, and Obama had something with like 33 million something, and it's that same number, 33. Man, I'm telling you know, I'm not no Q, I'm not full Q on, and you know what I'm saying? I'm not full, but I do see some truth in some of the shit that goes on with the Q shit.
Yeah. Hey, you know this one?
And too many similarities, too many coincidences. Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Backwards, you know that one?
When does the coincidences no longer are able to be coincidences? You know what I'm saying? When is it too many? You know, that it ends up being the truth.
Backwards. Right. You know that one? Hey, Tribe, do you know that one? I saw it yesterday.
You have to do it again. Nah, I don't know what the hell that is. What's up?
Backwards, you know that one?
Man, it looks but no, I'm being real. I know.
Hey, remember that one, because moving towards the elections, you're gonna see a lot of it. Chat. Somebody knows that one. When people do this, they kind of bow their head down a little bit and they put up that one finger.
What does that mean?
Something like, I don't know the exact code word. Somebody in the chat knows, but it's like we're all one, and one we are all. It's your boy the whole Q thing.
Where we go one, we go all.
That is their mantra. And you know where I saw that? You want me to tell you where I saw that?
Yeah.
You sure?
Speak on it, man. Speak.
The latest Trump rally.
No,
there's a song. There's the song, the song that their motto that they go by. And everybody I'm sorry, y'all. I know y'all. Everybody at the rally was like this.
Man, I'm telling you, man. You know, people blow shit off and shit, but if enough people buy into anything, it becomes something. You know what I'm saying?
That's it. Betty knows.
It can be a lie. Here, I'll throw it up there.
Yeah, that's what it is, Betty.
But you can have a bold-faced lie, but if 100 million people believe it, you got to deal with it. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just the way it is, man. So I mean, one little thing like that can spark a movement, man, and it could spark CW2, if you ask me, because you got people in line doing this shit, and then you got the opposition like, we're gonna break every finger that goes up, and all of a sudden, bam.
Bro,
I'm telling you, man, I ain't bullshitting. Like this WW3 and this CW2, I'm not bullshitting, man. I'm not on here trying to fear monger and all that shit. But man, I swear, I think we need to really fucking consider what the fuck might be coming, man.
Yeah,
I am. Everybody needs to be scared to fucking death, man, because this is coming and you can't stop it.
We're all gonna die.
Fight. We're all gonna die.
So fight on your feet.
Two things you can't get out of on this planet, and that's death and taxes. Can't get away from it.
What did it say? So die fighting.
Right. Press 1.
Hey.
Man, we got 185 people in the building tonight. What's up, y'all? Good to see y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. Salute.
Yeah, they in the building, bro.
No bullshit, man. Appreciate y'all. Maybe we can get up to 200. Let's get them ones in the chat. Smash them thumbs up, man. It'd be a blessing to have 200.
Hey, bro. Hey, Backwoods.
Getting our voice out there, y'all.
Hell yeah, Backwoods. Hey, yeah. I got a new my alter ego, my shift WROL character. I'm gonna be the solar panel bandit.
The solar panel bandit.
Yeah, that's my new thing. Grace and Grits, I got you.
I like that, man. I use it when I share the video.
I just will say that anybody that lives around any kind of gas or oil wells or anything like that, there's a lot of solar panels and a lot of batteries on them sites.
Really?
Just saying. Oh yeah.
Hey, I appreciate that, bro. I'm on it.
Real talk. All the components, everything you need. Even transmitters, bro.
Hey, you think I'm playing?
I'm talking communication devices and stuff, man.
Really?
Send signals and yeah.
Bro, you think I'm playing? Like I be eyeballing stuff now.
I'm not playing either. That's why I said it. I know where hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these places are.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, seriously. Hey, I know what apartment complexes around me got solar panels. I know. You know how you go to the grocery store and sometimes they have like the Walmarts. They have like the got them batteries, panels, everything is coming with me, bro.
But you got to understand, most of these, a whole lot of them gas well pads and stuff like that.
Yeah,
they're out in the woods, man. They're out off, and well, I'm saying you can get out there and get away with nobody knowing you're there.
Yeah,
versus if you were trying to do, from an apartment building, you're gonna have to be really sneaky,
No, I'm gonna wait till they bug out or like it's all like burned out and like halfway demolished. You know what I'm saying? Like my neighbors, not my neighbors.
What if there's an angry prepper in that apartment building?
Hey, then they're gonna get it because I got to get those panels, bro. I need the panels. I need the wiring. I need the connectors. I need everything. They're gonna get it.
How do you disconnect them without being electrocuted because they're 12 volt? Everything. That's what I'm saying. It's all battery powered. It's all solar panels.
Man, I'm about to get some like those heavy duty.
I'm telling angry.
Don't matter. Don't matter. I'm telling.
I'm just kidding.
You just go and unplug the batteries and it turns it all off. So there's,
bro, trust me. I got welding gloves, those heavy duty welding gloves with some of those long like channel lock, like bolt cutters. Boom, it's done. That's it. I'm out. Panel banning.
Are y'all with all this stuff going on, man? Has it made y'all double down on y'all thinking? Like I'll tell you this, me and Nisi, we got like we're getting $400 out, man. It's gonna be straight food preps, and I know that there's been some people putting out videos, a couple, you know, and they're talking about, oh, you don't need to get all this food, you shouldn't have this damn, freeze dried food and shit. But I'm telling you, man, I just don't understand why people just can't realize that, yes, shit could pop off in America. There could be a time when you can't go to the grocery store and get food. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is wrong with having extra food and water? Why would anybody say no? Don't do that. And I just don't feel if you're putting that out there, I don't feel you. And I ain't mad at you. You say what you want. Everybody's got an opinion, but the people that's out there saying you don't need to have extra food and water, I just don't get it, man. I don't understand how you can tell people that.
At least have 6 months at least.
Yeah.
A year is really good. Man, I'm telling you, after about 2 months and shit's not going right, and lights are not coming back on, stores are not, there's nothing in the grocery stores, there's locks on the doors, or people's done looted them out. It'll be within a couple of months, and shit's going to get real, and you're going to need to be as self-sustaining at home, stay at home, come out at night to do your shit kind of thing.
Thank you, Backwoods. People don't understand that. They don't understand they don't understand how serious this can get. Let me just throw out a scenario. Just a scenario. And this is just hearsay stuff that I heard. So Russia's talking about this referendum where, I guess the territories that have been annexed will be classified as part of Russia.
Right.
It's pretty slick. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It is pretty slick. And if those territories get invaded, they fully have the right to use tactical nukes or whatever, because it is part of Russia at that point. That's not us. And they know if something comes over and gets lobbed at us, they know it's you know what I'm saying? But if something happens over there, and I know they're still part of NATO and stuff, but I think we'll still look at them as to where you got tactical nukes, so defend yourself. And we're still kind of, proxy. We're still kind of out of the picture. But once Russia fires off a tactical nuke towards Lithuania or anywhere like that,
the whole world changes.
Grocery stores are done. Everything, and that. Everything's different.
Then you will have every damn leader of every damn country on the fucking news. Everybody will be glued to the news.
Right.
And guess what happens then?
Yeah.
The propaganda fucking storm happens. You know what I'm saying? I mean, more than we've ever seen in our entire life, because they will have everybody glued to the TV.
Yeah.
And boom, it'll be the most militant news shit day in, day out, 24 hours a day in our face. And man, bro, I tell you,
look, talk about fear mongering. No, I'm just saying, but and that's the immediacy that I'm feeling. Like Russia could legitimately do something like that. Seriously. But the fear mongering, I mean, could you imagine like MSM actually having like video of like a tactical nuke being shot off towards Lithuania and killing people? Like they would run with that till there's no absolute end.
You're gonna have. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. You got it.
You're gonna have so much. You're gonna have probably 17 countries worried to death just about the fallout moving through the clouds and going through the weather system. They're gonna push that. Then it's gonna be the water's poisoned in 4 countries. Nobody's got any water. You can't drink your water. Then what the fuck you gonna do? Yeah. I mean, it's gonna be mayhem on so many different levels, and it's gonna affect the entire world.
Yes.
The entire world's gonna change as soon as that thing ignites.
That's my immediate.
And I see it happening. He sat there and said, "This ain't no bluff." That he pretty much is saying, "Look, this is, we've been talking about it. Ain't nothing changed. We're still doing this thing. Look, one of these motherfuckers is going off, and as soon as that motherfucker goes off, man, all hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose."
Hey, Miss Prep and Plumber just hit it on the head, bro. Look, and that's why I appreciate y'all so much, because I didn't even think about that. What is it? What you said? An atmospheric lockdown.
Yeah, I seen. Who the hell said that to? Somebody said that to me in the comments, man. I don't know who it was. I think it was in the comments or something, and they said like a lockdown because of weather.
Bro, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
The radioactivity could be, like you said, it could be. Oh, they could run with that. Stay in your homes, please. Stay in your homes. Don't travel out. The TV has got the emergency. Bro, I'm not fear mongering. What I'm doing is I'm just throwing out like options that we need to be preparing for.
And that could actually happen, though. These things could actually happen. I know there's going to be people out there that say, "Oh, there ain't no way in hell. These guys are full of shit. They're just preppers trying to push the channel and have something to put on a video. They're just trying to do a live stream to make money." No, bullshit, man. Do you not hear the leader of fucking Russia warning over and over and over again? And now he's to the point where he's telling people, this ain't no fucking bluff. We want 300 people activated immediately.
Immediacy.
They've already moved nuclear weapons in places. They did that a couple months ago. Like, they are ready to do. They are itching to push that fucking button, man.
Yeah, bro. If they do that, we'll more like. If they do that, then we'll know that they're not bluffing, and everything changes. Seriously, everything changes.
But I don't see how they were bluffing in the first place. Look at all the shit they've done already. We sit here and act like Russia ain't done nothing yet. Them motherfuckers loaded up. They did a practice run, backed off, got all their paperwork together, and then came back on the border and invaded. When everybody was saying, "Nah, they ain't gonna invade. They're just doing the same thing they did a few months back." No, motherfucker, they invaded. They took over fucking 6 different spots, 5-6 different spots in Ukraine that now they're going to claim is Russian territory. And if you fuck with this now, you got Ukraine wanting their shit back. But if you fuck with this now, we're letting off the big boys.
That's legit though. That's a smart play. That's not coming directly at us. It's a smart play. And then Europe's gotta stand up and do their thing. But we're still proxy at that point. You know what I'm saying? I know NATO. We'll move some stuff in position and whatever, but yeah. Mr. Gander, what's up?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Flawless.
Right?
I definitely ain't scared.
I'm
just what is it called? You're not scared. It ain't about being scared. It's my eyes are open to the situation. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ghost, man. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you, man.
What up, Ghost?
Ghost. Yeah,
man.
There's a couple of things that really you kind of touched on there, Tribe, that I would kind of like to back up a few things with is first off, now they're just trying to make money on YouTube. Well, you know what? What's the problem? If we do make a few dollars off YouTube, what's the problem? I just want to know who the fuck out there decided communism was good. Because, this is what capitalism is all about. Everybody provides a service. I started a lawnmower business, and I go out and cut yards. Should I just do it all for free? You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Yeah.
I bought this T-shirt. Somebody fucking made it. Should they just give me the T-shirt free? And the other thing is that, a lot of this going on, man, it's not about fear. That's the whole point, is that if you're prepped and you're prepped properly, you have nothing to fear. you know, because the only thing that can happen to you at some point is death. And you're going to die anyway, even if you just, if nothing ever happens between now and the day you die from old age, you're still going to die. Everybody's going to die. So, I mean, why there's nothing about fear. It's like I was saying earlier, man, like straight up, I'm just calm. I'm just happy, you know, it's like no big deal. You know, it's like, hey, when it comes, let's fucking lock and load. I'm ready for that. You know, I'm going to be, you know, I'm not going to be here. I'm just going to put it that way. Not here. You know what I'm saying? Got other places that I'm going to be. Other place I'm going to be. Me and my family. If it gets bad enough, because you know I do live in a town, and it's just don't fear. You know, it's not about fear and all that. Just saying.
Yeah. Hey. Yeah. Me and Casey, we tapped into that fear. You know what fear is?
But who gives a who? I'll just say this real quick. Who gives a fuck if it is? We're all adults. It ain't like we're sitting in here with fucking 6-year-olds.
Get them.
I mean, if you're fearful, you're fearful. You're a fucking adult. You deal with it. You know what I'm saying? If you're not fearful, if you don't want to hear, you know, motherfuckers talk about it or whatever, then there's fucking a million or 2 million channels on YouTube. Like, it's not. I don't need to sit here and defend whether it's fear or not fear. I don't give a fuck. We're all adults, man. You make your own decision. You want to be here. You want to hang out. Cool. You don't. Hey, I get it. You don't want to deal with the bullshit. These are my opinions. This is what I think. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
seriously. Preparation for me. You know what I'm saying? I want to throw out everything, so I'm prepared for everything, even if it doesn't happen.
Right. No
but
doubt.
Some people can't handle that. Look, hey, so like me and Casey, we tapped into fear. You know what fear is? Backwoods. You know what fear is? It's an over excessive imagination. And people can't control that shit. It gets to them.
Yeah.
So you're gonna stay in fear as long as you can't control your own imagination. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is.
But if it wasn't for fear, we would all probably be dead by the age of 10. Like, fear is one of our biggest defenses. You know what I mean? The sense of you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying all fear is real. You know, sometimes we fear things and it doesn't even fucking happen. But fear is needed in order to protect yourself at times. You know what I'm saying?
To move you forward, to get you the hell up out of there. Yes.
I know, man. It's like when I hear something that sounds kind of like the boogeyman and shit, man, I kind of get feared a little bit, man.
But what do you have to tell yourself?
Man, sometimes my wife gets a look in her face, and a pure feeling of terror runs through my soul. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real. I know exactly.
I know what fear is, Jack.
Betty's right. Yeah, I mean, it can motivate you to do the safe thing, to get the hell out of there. But majority of the time, like when people are like, "Oh, you're fear mongering," you're trying to make people scared. You're trying to. We create this in our own head, man. We create all the things that could go wrong.
Well, it would seem to me that the person that is trying to scare people is the one saying, "Y'all are trying to scare people,"
right?
To bring that shit up.
That's what I'm saying.
Because we're talking about real facts. What's fucking happening right now. It's not like we're making this shit up.
Right.
We're talking about what is reality. What the fuck is going on now? This man, Putin, signed a fucking document to bring up troops and order, and signed the nuclear documents as well.
Yeah.
So it's not about fear.
Right.
It's the only people that are trying to spread fear are those who bring that shit up and say, "You're trying to scare people."
Exactly.
And then that gets that thought process going.
That's their weakness, not ours.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
We're trying to tell you to don't, you know, to understand what's going on. That's how you prep. That's how you prep.
That's the motivation.
you understand what the hell is going on. You understand the situation.
Thank
You
you.
know, sometimes you got to have plan A, plan B, C, D, E, F, and G, and then when you exhaust all of them, you better be able to come up with another plan, because just that's the way life is. But you never
Thank you,
stop.
Backwoods.
You
Thank you,
never
Backwoods.
stop. You never stop, man. You prepare. You know,
Yeah.
you don't. How many people? I love using this deal here. How many people have a spare tire on their vehicle?
Okay.
How many people have actually checked that spare tire?
Mm-hmm.
And then how many people can actually change that spare tire if they get a flat?
Yeah.
But we keep we keep a spare tire on our vehicle, not because we think we're going to have a flat, but it's just in case we do. That's a form of prepping. But to further that prep, you learn how to make sure that tire has air in it. You learn how to change that tire properly and move on about your way. You want to make sure you got all the stuff to do it, because, you know, when you have a flat tire and you're sitting on the side of the road because you don't know how to use that spare tire, now you're a target.
Yes.
So we're trying to teach y'all, you know, when we're trying to talk and we're trying to learn ourselves of how to get better and better and better.
Yeah.
You know, and the more prepared we are, the better off we're going to be.
Yes. Hey, Backwoods. You know, I was a mechanic for a couple years. Hey, in my car, spare tire, I have the actual like tire plug, you know, like with the little the rubber cement and I got the kit. I have a little Ryobi tire air pumper deal.
Yep.
I got the fix a flat. Hey, nothing is gonna happen. That's prepping for me. I got it covered.
I got a question.
Yeah.
What?
Yep. So
Kick it.
So
hey, for real.
Do you think people well, I'm trying to figure out what to get Tennessee Tactical One for a gift up there, and I was thinking with his ED, I was thinking that we a can of Fix a Flat, would that work? Because I'm not trying to spend too much money, and a can of Fix a Flat ain't but $5 or $6, you know.
Yeah, get them two. A backup. Just in case the person don't work.
Oh no.
Oh,
Sorry, I couldn't resist that one.
Y'all are a mess. Oh, Yardbird. Y'all are a mess. Yeah, but man.
No, so, and having all them items though, seriously, in your vehicle, and you know, that's form of preps. That's understanding them preps, you know, and knowing how to change that tire is just the same exact thing of what everybody, you know, we keep talking about of test your preps, you know, going up in that can of food or that freeze dried and put some water in it, see how it tastes, you know, see what kind of seasoning might make it taste better.
Yeah, seriously. Hey, you know? Immediacy. I'm feeling the sense of immediacy. There's too many things going on right now. Everything's in the air. But look, quietly, everything is just like it's normal. Everything's normal. Just chilling.
But I think sometimes, man, when it comes to like shows like this, when we get into these kind of situations, I think that people might have been watching a whole bunch of different channels. And a lot of times when people talk like this, they talk about it and then they're like, hey, by the way, I'm selling this sheath right here. Right. I got a sale 10% off if you use code such and such, and you can pick one up for your wife. And I'm selling one of these right here. This right here will save your life. Only $395. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it but this motherfucking channel don't do that. We don't push shit. We don't fucking sit here and try to talk a bunch of fear shit and then, hey, but you know you can save your life if you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that some people get caught up in that, and then they come here and you know, they want to hang out, they want to chill, and then we go all deep into the bullshit, and they you know, that feeling of the 7 other channels that they watch that ain't doing nothing but pushing bullshit on them. That feeling is still there. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
it kind of. But we ain't that, man. We just get on here, we have a conversation, we talk about shit that's going on, and it is for what it is. Whoever, you know, might not have been here before, but I think all our people's up in here. So I salute y'all.
Absolutely. Bam.
Yeah, because nobody, you know, I have certain products or items that I think, you know, fit me well. You know what I'm saying? I like, but I don't push that stuff. You know, I told people, you know, I tell people just go out and get the canned foods you like. Go out, if you know, Sawyer minis, man, they're freaking excellent. You know, and they've got a lot of attachments that you can get. You can spend a little extra money on them and get, you know, back. You can get all kinds of stuff. You know, I mean, they'll hook up. Well, I was gonna say real quick, they'll hook up right up to a water spigot, man, and you know. Different things. I mean, they'll hook to a Coke bottle. You know, I mean, there's.
Look at Puerto Rico right now. Look at Puerto Rico right now. I guarantee you, there's a shit ton of Puerto Ricans right now wishing they'd had stocked up some water and some food and a life straw. Because they have no running water and the whole damn island ain't got no electricity. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't see how people wouldn't want to prep at least at the very least 6 months.
Yeah,
6 months.
I mean,
hey man, we do these videos. Seriously, we do these videos, and how many times have we said we're tired of telling people to prep? Like, there's only so many times you can keep saying that. What? What up, Roots?
What's up?
What's going on? Long time.
Yeah, been a hot minute.
Seriously. But bro, so seriously, the one thing I just want to say is like, we've screamed to the rooftops, like prep to the rafters, stack, do the things. I'm almost past that, but the one thing I want to tell you is that seriously, like tomorrow and this weekend, you know what I'm saying? I know what I'm doing, regardless as to what anybody else wants to do. If you want to just sit there and watch TV in business as usual, fine. But bro, I'm going through all of my systems this weekend. I'm gonna make sure everything's topped off, ready to go. So I have no doubts. I know exactly where everything is at and everything is ready to go.
Yeah, man, it's going to take you 2 weeks to put it all back together. You're going to have shit scattered out everywhere, man.
I'm used to it. I'm used to it. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about. Roots.
What up?
Roots.
How are you?
I'm doing good. How are you?
Good.
I'm good. I know that.
Chilling.
I'm chilling. I'm just good.
Well, look, I got 45 minutes until a poker tournament in the ghetto where I beat that man in his own fucking club every time, and it's amazing.
Damn.
But number 2, I wanted to come and make Backwoods as uncomfortable as possible 45 minutes before his, I think it was 108th birthday. 108. You look good, man. Good.
You don't have one, Tribe?
Thank you. Thank you. I feel good. I really do. Like, I feel good.
108.
Thank you.
Yeah, 108. That's what I heard. Word on the street.
I thought Hutch said he was 74. I think you're going a little rough there, Virginia Roots.
All right. That's okay. He can take it. He's a man.
I can take it. It don't bother me.
Yeah. 108.
Ruth and I have been around a minute, man. She can talk about me like that all day long. It don't bother me.
Yep.
No doubt.
Well, you know what? Backwoods called me one of the boys last night.
Oh,
so
what?
To none of you. It's all good. It's all good.
One of the fellers.
Yeah, one of the fellers.
Well, I did. I said, you know, even though you're a woman, you know, you're one of the fellas. You know, I consider you one of the fellas.
Oh.
He also claims there's no I in oil. It's just oil or bowl instead of oil. Yeah. So,
yeah, it's a bowl or a oil. Yeah.
That's right. No, your deduction reasoning is in question, sir.
Or
Yeah, sorry to interrupt. I'm the conversation. I just got here. What you guys talking about?
End of the world. We're all gonna die. You know, we got just Josh here, so.
Oh, come on, man! You gonna throw me out there like that?
I know.
We're all going down. That's for
I
sure.
went from texting Milkmaid that I was all, you know, content and happy and stuff this earlier today to Josh comes on here and now I'm gonna die.
Oh man, come on.
Man. Like I'm getting depressed and shit over here, man. I'm thinking about just crying for a minute.
No, man, we're gonna be all right, one way or the other.
I'm scared, man.
I want to ask the chat, and I want to ask y'all. You know how I've been doing these shorts with like that voice and saying stupid shit, little 8 seconds, 10 seconds here. I don't know if y'all checked it out or not, but I've been doing this little voice, acting like I'm like completely retarded or whatever. But I had a good one, but I don't know if I would get in trouble for it. So the dude, his name is Cleebus. What is it? Cleebus Boondiggle. Cleebus Boondiggle.
Thank you.
All right, yeah. Cleebus Boondiggle. Okay, and you know he kind of stupid. He don't really know how to talk real good or nothing, right? But this was my joke. This is what I was gonna say. I was gonna say, my kids came to me and they wanted to spend time with their grandmother today, but my aunt said she couldn't handle them all at the same time.
Mm-mm.
Okay, wait. Say that again. Hold on. Hold on. Did I hear what I just heard?
I like Clevis.
You know what I'm saying? I was like, man, would you two be like, you know, because they're watching them shorts, but do you get it though? You
That'd
know
be
what
all
I'm
right. They wouldn't catch it.
I don't know. It might have been too much, so I left it alone. I didn't do it.
I like that laugh at the end of Clevis. You do this like that little laugh. I was like, man.
With the Aunt Mama.
Yeah.
Niecy came up with that. Yeah.
Oh, the Aunt Mama. Damn.
Yeah.
I was watching these shows about inbred royalty, right? And where like some of them are literally siblings and cousins and all that stuff, because that's just what they do to keep the bloodlines. That shit is a trip, yo. It really is. It really is. And maybe that's contributing to tie it into your topic. That could be contributing to the madness that we're seeing right now. Is legit. A lot of these leaders have been inbred for generations, and we're just coming down in the last couple of decades to understanding how that's fucked up. Like it's not good, right?
Right.
And the madness is historically documented very well with people whose parents are related, and it goes right down. I mean, God rest her soul, but her and her husband, Her Royal Highness, they were cousins twice over.
Yeah, it goes all the way back to the Egyptians too.
Oh yeah, brother and sister with the Egyptians.
Yeah.
What?
Yep.
Yeah, King Tut and Cleopatra and all that. Cleopatra married both her brothers, and she was a child of incest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
and King Tut, he didn't live to be 20, and they say that he had all kinds of he was all messed up when he was King Tut because of incest.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, 100%. And if they look too funny, they get put in a sane asylum and they are ignored, like no one acknowledges they exist. But if they're passable, they rule the world. Straight up.
Crazy.
Ain't that crazy?
Straight up.
Fucking insane, man.
It's funny, Virginia, because it's probably been, I don't know, about 6 months ago or so. I don't know. Anyway, I was talking to the wife and I was like, you know, I said, because she does that genealogy thing, you know, where you look up your history and all that, your names and stuff. And I asked her, I said, you know, I said, with all the people that have migrated into the United States over all the years and stuff, and with the migrations that started happening, and not just in the United States, but a lot of people came here, and you know, these people ended up in Tennessee, and these people ended up in New York, and these people, you know, but over time, their children and stuff that has been born and stuff and left and migrated around. Like I asked her, I was like, how much of like an incest type thing, you know, not knowing, but how much of that do you think really could happen? You know, and she goes, I don't know. You know, I mean, that would be some different kind of research right there. But I just thought about that, you know, of all the people that have came here and been here over time, you know, and their people going out and, you know, and then these people, and but then them people come and meet with, you know what I'm saying, and don't even know. I think it's something, you know, that probably has a lot to do with the fucking stupidity that we see in people. You know, the madness.
If your
that
family
don't-
tree
Madness,
doesn't
crazy.
the
branch,
madness. Yeah, yeah.
you know.
Yeah, Ruth. Since you mentioned that, now I'm kind of our society. Our society is just everything is hypersexualized. Everything, music, movies, everything. So I guess maybe that could have,
And
you know
the
what I'm saying?
nepotism is deep. It is very deep. In fact, if you consider that what we're going through right now is a mirror of World War I, right?
Okay.
That was known as the Cousins War because all the leaders of all those countries were Queen Victoria's grandchildren. She had installed them all over Europe, down to the Romanov family in Russia, to, you know, all of the heads of these European countries. So when the Ferdinand Duke of, oh man, someone help me in the chat. I'm drawing a blank. When he was assassinated, that started World War I. Thereafter known as the Cousins War, it was literally blood with the same grandparents fighting over all of this shit. Now, 100 years ago is not that long ago. So we are now dealing with their grandchildren still fighting over the same shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
there were.
You know what I'm
It was the Ferdinand or what, however you say, and it had something to
Ferdinand,
do with
Archduke
the
Ferdinand.
yeah, and something to
Austria?
do with the Russian.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it was Austria, and then with the
Mhm.
Russian leader at that time,
That's
and
right.
they were cousins, and they fucking looked just alike.
Yes, they did.
Like they looked like twin brothers.
All
and
Victoria's
they
kids
were
looked alike
cousins.
because their parents were
Yep.
cousins.
Yeah, their kids and shit was all jacked up looking. Yeah, it was weird, man. It was like a bunch of little clones and shit. It's like, what the hell's going on there, man?
Now, I know
But
y'all watch. Have y'all watched the Whitakers? The Whitakers from
Oh,
yeah.
I love the Whitakers. Yes.
Yeah.
That's some crazy shit, though, ain't it? That's some crazy.
What's
that
the
shows-
Whitakers?
If
From
look up the
Lord.
Whitakers on YouTube, and it's this family, and
Oh, yeah.
they're from inbreds, and
Yeah, I
they
saw
are
them, yeah.
messed up.
They're from
Yeah.
odd
You know,
West
Texas.
Virginia.
Yeah,
Texas,
soft white
you know-
underbelly. Yeah, I caught him on
Yeah,
there.
yep.
Mhm.
You know, Texas adopted a law a long time ago. Is the closer the kin, the deeper it goes in.
Oh Lord,
You got one, Tribe? You got one? Hit a button. Hit a button.
I salute y'all.
Oh, that's
Oops,
the wrong
wrong
button.
one, wrong one.
No.
Oh
Well,
man.
see, this is why I stand
I
by the theory.
saluted the fucking inbreds.
Look, everything happening to us right now has already been written. They're just reading us the book. We're talking about families. We're talking about blood, long-term lines, long-term nepotism, all these trees with no branches. All right, they're just reading us the rings in that big ass tree with no branches. Those rings have been developing for thousands of years. So do I think there's anything unpredictable? Do I think there's anything that all the powers that be don't know? I think they are all working together. I think they all know exactly what the fuck they're doing. And I think that there is simply a disclosure happening of what may be in our future as opposed to decisions being made right now.
Gotcha.
But I will add this, Roots.
Mm-hmm.
When you have, I'm with you. I'm with you. Calculated, everything's going according to plan. There are, but what I do guarantee is that no matter how connected and in sync they are together doing things, you're gonna have rifts. no matter what, you're going to have somebody hating somebody else.
Oh yeah.
And I think that is part of it that comes out during the whole thing too. You know what I mean?
Just like any family, there's power struggles.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Pissing
we
on
always,
trees.
yeah, we always feel all the, you know, it's us that has to pay for everything that they do.
Well, it always is. I mean, it's sure all the wars. I mean, all that. It's always, you know, a couple of people, you know, up there pointing fingers and saying, "Hey, I don't like them people over there. They're bad. They're evil. You know, they're trying to do this to us, and they're trying to do that to us. They're trying to steal our, you know." It's you can just go and look, and everything that has always led up to the war, it's always the same fucking people in charge, starting the shit and having everybody else suffer, you know.
Correct.
Facts.
Hey, Roots.
The underlying vein has been running strong for time immemorial. We're all just shrapnel, man, and we're all trying to identify it and organize it and figure out what to do against it and whatever. Now, I'm not saying to just throw your hands in the air and say it's futile and give up. I'm not saying that. I'm saying know your enemy. Can I get a Rage Against the Machine? Know your enemy. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt. No
know
doubt.
your enemy.
Yep.
Hey, Roos, what do you see on the horizon as far as like all the stuff we've been talking about, like the World War III and tactical nukes and all that crazy stuff? What do you see?
I don't think we'll see another nuke like Hiroshima, for example.
Okay.
I think that directed weapons, in order to get the numbers, because all they need are the headlines. And Backhoods and I were talking about this last night. All you need is the headlines. So let's say Manhattan is taken out with a directed doom, right? You've got 10 million people in that one tiny little spot. You did very little damage to the infrastructure and central parts of our country, the bread baskets and everything, that all of our resources. You just took out a little island, right? Yes. But the headline will be 10 million people. And that's all they need to influence thought. Just like 9/11, all it took was 2,000 people to introduce the Patriot Act. And look how fucked we are now.
And
I got
how,
you.
and how many people?
Possible a wagging the dog will happen.
Gotcha.
And how many people were glued to the TV for 2 straight months after 9/11 happened?
Right.
Well, you got to understand that, like, I don't see, like, the West Coast, I don't see it getting hit at all. It'll be the East Coast that get hit. And I'm going to give you one of the main reasons why. Obviously, you know, you got New York and all, you know, you got a lot of stuff up in that area, you know what I'm saying, that has to do with a lot of our power and stuff in the United States, in quotations. But if you think about it, even with the tactical one, think about the way the jet stream goes. If they did something, if they did stuff on the West Coast, you're talking about, you know, some of that fallout is the jet stream is going to carry that fallout across and come and ruin.
Good point.
It would ruin a lot of the land that they're trying to save. So that's why I really believe the tactical strikes are going to be like in New York, places like that. You know, they're going to try to hit us big and hit us hard, quick. You know,
I'd be thinking south. I'd be thinking south sometimes too, just because that's where you could get shit in is the southern border. You know what I mean?
No,
would you really want to push it all the way up? I'm just saying, it's just a thought. But who else has been the Fed's #1 enemy in history? It was the South. It was the South. You know what I mean? Just say I ain't trying to put it on.
The Fed's #1 enemy, us.
Chesapeake Bay.
That's who.
That's fucked up. I feel you, Roots. I feel you. I'm just talking about, you know, like Civil War and shit. You know, that was like the real crucial beef that happened. South versus the North type situation.
Yeah, but but I don't believe that they're going to try to take out Texas. I don't believe they've got to worry too much about the southern border.
That's an entrance.
Well, it's well. The reason I say is because it's already wide open. There's not enough security, on the southern border right now to stop any kind of real invasion. I mean,
Makes
it's
sense.
happening right now, and we can't stop it.
Mhm.
Hey,
I mean, they're
Correct.
just flooding people in, and all they got to do is come in behind one of them, 10,000 migrant caravans. You know what I'm saying? And just come in right behind them, and I mean, you got a massive army of people that
Yeah.
and so I think it's going to be East Coast shit. I think they're really going to really jack some shit up over there, and
Where at?
New
Where?
York, New
Yeah.
New
York
York?
is
Popular.
New York will be the first thing hit. That's
I,
my personal opinion.
I,
Population density.
I always thought Philadelphia, if they were going to hit, it would be first place Philadelphia, because that would be like a strong point for historical reasons and shit. You know what I mean?
Oh, good point.
Yeah, that's a good point too. But I just New York is where the money's at. New York is where
Mhm.
and how many times have you heard people go, some of these leaders and stuff go, well, the stock exchange ain't the economy. Well, yes, it is. Yes, it is. I'm telling you right now, you nuke New York, and it's going to throw a disruption
Yeah.
across this country that will rattle for a long time, and it will be hard and deep. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yep.
And
It depends on the intent of the attackers as far as the target.
Now
Hey, I'm
we're talking hypothetical here. We're
Yes.
just
yeah,
For
just
entertainment purposes only in Minecraft.
yes.
no
Hey,
doubt.
I'm just
Parcheesi.
gonna say-
Parcheesi.
yeah. Hey, I'm gonna say a tactical nuke goes off anywhere. Somebody shoots one off and it goes off anywhere. That changes. What up, Philly Strong? That changes so much. That changes so much. A tactical nuke goes off. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's in Europe, that changes everything.
Well,
It
see,
has.
Ghost Prepper had a really good argument probably a year ago because we haven't seen him in so long. But I know your hair goes, boo, I see you. And that is that if you hit where we store waste, you hit those, or you take down the power to those, or the cooling systems, or whatever. You don't have to come from any other angle. You fuck that up, and we got some serious issues. And it wouldn't really have to be a mushroom. It would be more a reverse the upside down mushroom. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Straight poisoning of
Yep.
wherever the hell that's at.
Yep.
Yeah, but
beyond.
still, I still believe that they're going to leave that kind of shit alone because there's too much opportunity for it to spread too much and kill too much resources. This country is full of massive resources, and they don't want to destroy that. I don't know, it just I really think it's going to be West Coast. I mean East Coast. That's just my, because of, like I said, the jet stream. They're going to do tactical ones, and they might hit some other places. If but I'm telling you, man, there's too much ways that they can that
Yeah, TT1.
New York would just. I believe it would. I believe it would devastate the everything.
Yeah.
Well, as far as strategy, if you read, let's say like war games type of things, you want to take down communications, you want to take down tracking, you want to harvest any technology the enemy has that you don't. You want to scramble what they can do to you, either intercept it, steal it, or stop it. So it doesn't even have to be the numbers, the millions on a headline. It really, in this day and age, it's also about data and capabilities. So I think we have just as much threat from our systems being hijacked as our people being killed.
Yeah. I'm gonna say for me, yeah, no, absolutely. I think once something goes live, all that's gonna get attacked. Cyber, we've already experienced cyber on a on a small scale. Cyber, they'll hit all the infrastructure, of course. My only thing is, the reason that I say probably tactical nukes over in Europe, Russia hitting Lithuania, some place in Europe, because once a nuke comes over here, once it crosses the pond, the chances of any of us surviving is bleak. That's my only thing. So if a nuke hits New York or Texas or anywhere, that's almost in game for me. I'm not even worried about infrastructure. I'm not worried about like them getting data or information or anything, because once we get hit, then the world is going to be, So that's why I'm thinking maybe a small tactical somewhere over in Europe where we can still sit back and kind of play proxy, even though it's NATO.
Yeah.
And we can, we can ship some stuff over here and I don't know.
Imagine just the panic when one thing happens here, just like 9/11, like all of America panicked. We brought all the planes down, everybody glued to the TV, everybody's like, oh shit, we're being attacked. Like the whole country was in a panic. And I'm not saying every single person, but if a nuke goes off in New York, Philadelphia, DC, the panic in America is going to be bonkers beyond 9/11 like we've never seen.
WROL. That's
what
it.
I'm saying.
That's
what I'm saying. And I'm telling you, that's why I said it will send shockwaves hard and deep across this country.
Immediacy.
My instinct is that we are not going to see our land experience that. My instinct is a mirroring of Pearl Harbor. So we stayed out of World War II for a year and a half, 2 years, until they fucked with one of our territories, which I don't believe none of us even knew about. Whatever. That's a much deeper combo, right? So I think that it's possible we'll see some of that tactical stuff in Europe, as Josh is talking about, and we will kind of sit back for a bit, proxy war it, fund it, do some shady, dirty shit like we always do. But the key will be, what will this generation's Pearl Harbor be? What is it that will pull us into the actual neck-to-neck fighting? You know what I'm saying? Because we like to sit back for a while. We're like, distant, observant, putting in money, doing things quietly and dark, right?
Yes,
but
indeed.
What would be our catalyst to engage in a world conflict?
That's the question.
That's the question.
I would say an attack on the UK, Australia, because now it's such a big thing with the UN. I would say, but I think for us to step in and really go there, it would have to be the big boys in the UN. That Israel, the UK, Australia, or an attack here. What would you say, Josh?
Taiwan. That's a whole nother chess piece that's being played.
Yeah, Taiwan. Yep.
Oh yeah. I've been waiting on that piece. Taiwan. For like quite a while now. Yes, that's definitely a piece in the waiting.
We have to show face with Taiwan.
It's crazy. It's crazy that there's things going on that we even have to think about these things. Like, I mean, when we were younger, you were taught that, to hide underneath a desk if this happened or that happened. But it wasn't like you didn't have the leader of Russia threatening to nuclear bomb motherfuckers, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I was young, maybe there was, but it just seems to me like we're in a position now that I don't remember ever being in from a kid up till the age I am now. It's like, holy shit. I mean, I was born right after the Vietnam era. So that was it was kind of like a small war over in another country. In this country, you didn't have to worry about it. But the things going on now, man, it's like we got to worry about our own homeland is how they're making it seem, at least.
Globalization. Hey, the first thing China will do is stop shipping us stuff. There's so many different things that could just go wrong.
Yep.
That could really have us like dead in the water.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
doubt.
I don't know,
And-
man.
and-
I think we have to have faith in our own people and country. I think that people would ferociously grow food, protect what they have, let's say we got isolated from the rest of the world, like what you're saying, China, no trade and this and that. I don't think we're going to have a problem as far as gathering up those resources, mustering it up, whatever, because what we've done is use everyone else's for a hot minute.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
like
Like,
almost
we got
on
Alaska
purpose,
in our
right?
pocket. We got a lot in our pocket, right?
Yeah,
And we just-
Australia.
Mhm.
It's, when it comes to food, Australia produces a lot of food.
Damn straight.
Yeah,
Well,
I feel you.
Well, that's exactly the point right there. Betty Daly says is that the land, they need all the land. Them and the Chinas and stuff bought up a lot of farmland to feed themselves, and that's why I say, even though we're having issues with Putin, if you look at what's going on over there, and this is not fear mongering, this is reality. You got China over there. They're over there in Russia. They are actually crossing into Ukraine's borders. They're crossing and
Invading.
they're invading. That's what I'm getting at. I'm trying to be not too outright. I don't know. I don't want YouTube to hit you with a strike, man. But it's just
Well, we can say that. They probably want that pushed. You know what I'm saying?
Right?
okay. Well, anyway, so China is invading Ukraine, and
No, not China. Not China. China's not invading Ukraine.
well, Russia.
Oh, is that what you were saying? China's
Kinda-
invading Ukraine?
Kind of, sorta.
They
That's
are.
close.
I don't think that. I'm not sure. I'm not. I'm not no genius or nothing. But I heard that was some bullshit.
They only had a couple pictures. They had like 3 pictures. So
And they said that the pictures wasn't even from that. Like it was.
Okay.
I think and it was a
Okay,
good
well,
source because I trust New York Prepper, and I think New York Prepper put it out there. He said it. That he looked into it and it was some bullshit. I know you never know. I mean, we're only citizens in America.
I'm just saying what I've seen. So I'm just saying what all this. I mean, because really, when it boils down to it, about outside of a 10-mile radius of my house, I can only trust what I read. You know what I'm saying? I mean, the information is just the information. I'm not, but I wasn't saying that China was invading Ukraine. I'm saying they were providing support to Putin.
Right.
And,
Well, you're
they
more
were-
saying China and Russia are allies.
Yes, they
more
are
than
out.
we are with either of them.
Right,
Yes.
right. My bad, man. I got lost. I was dealing with looking at chat, and I thought you were talking about just right. I didn't even know you were talking about China. My bad, man. I got mixed up.
No, I'm saying they're allies, and if you don't think there ain't some weapons and stuff being provided, or being offered, you know what I'm saying, to Russia, that's the point, is what I'm getting at, is they're involved.
Yes,
And if they're involved, look, if just Josh and I are riding down the road and we pull over at a house and Josh kicks in the door, even if I just stand outside, we're both involved. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's just what
China's riding shotgun, baby. China's riding shotgun.
Exactly. And so, when you think about that, they're obviously, I can guarantee you, Ping over there is hey, no nukes over here. No, you can hit this spot and this spot. I guarantee you they're talking, and they, man, it's we know about the weather manipulation stuff, you know. So I mean, they understand what weather patterns do. They understand the weather, you know, and so they see, you know, hey, this jet stream comes across. We can't do this because all of this land that we want is going to be ruined for a long time. So you see what I'm getting at? That's why they're. I guarantee you, man.
And ain't that crazy? They care more. Just throw this out there because I'm with you, Backwoods. It's fucked up because they care more about land than they do people. Like they're not worried about how many people will get killed or nothing like that. They're just worried about. And you almost got to understand it in a mindset of war, because you do still got to feed all the other people that are alive, and you need land to do it. But it's fucked up. If we cared half as much about fucking human lives, maybe we wouldn't be going through all this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Now, just so we're clear on this, everybody does understand that, you know, Biden was asked about China.
Yeah.
And if they go in on Taiwan, would we defend them? He's like, you absolutely better believe we will defend. That has always been our policy. And then just to show that about what we were talking about with this elite, and you know, all the, you know, the incest stuff, you know, we were talking about these elitists. The White House came back out and said, no, that's not what we're going to do. Biden didn't say that, but they said, no, we're not trying, we're not going to.
Backtracking.
Well, they were basically saying to, even, you know, Biden, regardless of how he got there, regardless of what we're trying to, we can try to go on a different conversation about it. The whole point of it is that Biden is the commander in chief.
Right.
And if he says U.S. Army, U.S. military, you know, U.S. military go in and defend, you know, Taiwan, they're supposed to say yes, sir, and go and do it.
Right.
But there are some people up there now who are basically saying, no, we're not going against China.
So if you really look into it, we might have our own little war going on between the leaders in this country.
Yes.
He's sitting there. He's sitting there on TV talking about, and they're like, nah, we ain't. So he might give that order, and then he might not have the power he thinks he's got, because he actually has, I guess you would call it, somewhat of a coup in a way, right?
Yep.
Bro, man.
It is happening right now.
Yeah.
A real coup in our America is happening right now. That's the reason for a certain day.
I think it happened 2 years ago. Just saying.
And that's another reason why, you know, like on a certain day of the 6th, you know, in a certain month, they and some people are, you realize there's still people sitting there that have never even got to see a lawyer or anything.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are sitting there in jail, man. And
order out of chaos, something to watch.
So
organized confusion, the Hegelian dialectic is what we're going through over and over. And if you're in a 3-man circle jerk, let's take us, Russia, China, 3-man circle jerk, and the enemy of my enemy is my friend, what do you really got?
And
traders, constant change. This is going to go with the advantageous move, not the loyalty move.
And it brings to mind that no matter what, they want to keep us. Their number one weapon towards us, the American people, is that damn TV. And the more they can keep us tuned into that TV, the more control they have on us, because they keep in our minds, you know, from gaslighting to downright just straight up lying in our face and telling us they're lying. And it doesn't even matter. You're going to believe it anyway. I'm going to tell you a lie, tell you I'm lying, and you're still going to fucking believe it. You know what I'm saying?
That's what we do. Hey, man, I often had this thought. It's just a thought. But when I do like go through my preps, and when I'm prepping, trying to cover all the bases, seriously, in my head, I see it playing out as something like where something major does take place, like we were talking about, possible tactical something with Europe or whatever. And then, I mean, we've got so many things put in place here. CW 2.0, we got the midterms. We talked about like a hair trigger with everything that's going on, the possibility of CW 2.0 with the midterms and all this crazy stuff. Bro, they could actually censor us to a certain extent and have stupid things take place civilly here. Protest, the CW, whatever you want, you know what I'm saying? As a distraction, and we don't really know what's happening over there.
So real quick, just to address Sergeant Rudy, or what is it? Just real quick to address that. I know Congress does actually is the one that votes on war and stuff like that. But the commander in chief, when he gives that order, it's supposed to be followed out. And the Congress, you know, because all of the Congress members, remember, signed a piece of paper saying he is the commander in chief. You see what I'm saying? They can come back with a rebuttal if he says, hey, we're going against China, you know. Yeah. They can come back with a rebuttal and say, well, why should we do this? Why should we send? And he says, this has got to be done now. But when he actually gives his main order and says, this is what I want to happen, you know what I'm saying? It's Congress that, yes, does go in and actually does all the stuff. But you know, we were trying to avoid trying to go into big, long, drawn out explanations of each thing that we say. And, you know, a lot of people kind of understand that, you know, but the commander in chief is still the commander in chief. And yes, he does control the Marine Corps. So, you know, we, you know, most everybody understands all that.
Yeah. Hey, could you imagine postponing the elections while we're entering into a major conflict with Russia?
That's another thing.
No, I'm just.
That's another fucking thing, man.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Exactly. Impossible, plausible with everything that's going on.
No doubt. We got 8 minutes. We got 8 minutes, y'all. I'll call it 7 minutes so we don't go over the 2-hour mark. 7 minutes, y'all. Good. Hey, by the way, Virginia Roots, good luck on the poker game tonight. You know what I'm saying?
Dude, I fucking slay in poker. That's the irony of playing it, is they didn't expect me to be so good. But I was on Poker Stars in like 2002.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
we try, don't you, dabble?
Yeah,
I go to the casinos. I plays poker now.
I know you do, but you actually go play. Now, see, I've done a few
I do it online too.
But I'm too scared to go to the casino one because I do have casino. My son works at a casino, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's so
but
fun.
I'm scared to go to those tables because I don't know how it works. I don't know how the rules are different. I don't know if you be putting your money in the right place or the wrong place. Like, no.
Once you do it, once you get over that first, you know, because I was a little scared to do it the first time too, but once you do it, man, it's a ball. It's a ball. And then you can, you know, you're actually playing against people. Like you're really, it's deep in person. You know what I mean?
What I tell people is when you play cards, you're not playing the cards, you're playing the people.
Yeah, no doubt.
100%. If you're going to win, you're playing the people. Bottom line.
Indeed. Yes, indeed.
Yeah, man. Prepped up, prayed up, mentally, physically, and spiritually.
Yeah.
Done.
Yeah, and I just want to say real quick that prepping, going around in circles is, you know, that's fine. Repetition is the best way to learn something to the best of your ability. It's the best way to be good at something. You know, I'm going to use another little thing here. I like NASCAR. And, you know, them NASCAR pit crews go in there and change these wheels and stuff and fill these vehicles up and do all this stuff. man, I mean, just in a matter of seconds. And the reason why they do that is because every single day of the week, they are going over and over and over, and they are filming that shit and they are watching that shit. It's called training. And so if anyone believes that prepping is just, prepping community, they're just going in circles. Well, you fucking right we are, and we're proud that we're going in circles, because repetition is absolutely what is training. What is training? Like, we talk about training with your firearms. You know what I'm saying? We talk about training with the firearms, and what do? We train. That means repetition, going and doing things every time. You know what I'm saying? And that's
I just don't I don't pay attention to it, man. When people are bitching, I don't pay attention to that shit, man. They just trying to get under your skin or something. I don't know who you're talking about or what.
Well, they don't. But what I'm saying is they're not going to break my fucking wheel. I think everybody knows that. You ain't going to break my spirit, y'all. You can just fucking give up on that shit now. But there are people that watch this out there and that listen to this, and that's a negative fucking deal that I don't like, and I'm gonna call it out. It's still the fucking season of butt hurt. And I don't like the fucking negativity. We're doing the best that we can up here. Go put your own fucking channel on and go do your own fucking thing and explain the right way. Then that's all I'm saying. I'm just that's all I'm getting at is
Backwoods spending too much time in the chat.
I'm just saying, man. Fuck, man, that shit pisses me off, dude. It really does, because I'm about if I can teach one fucking person, man, that's one person that learns something. And if I can learn something from somebody, I get to learn something. So I'm just saying, man. Stop with the negativity out there, people. Stop listening to the negativity. Don't worry about it. You know what? If you can't go and afford a fucking Berkey filter, then go get a zero water filter. Go get the Sawyer Mini. Get a fucking Life Straw if that's the only thing you can get your hands on. We got to stop with the negativity, man. The shit is for real. It's happening now. You know what I mean?
Here you go, Backwoods. Here you go, Backwoods.
Look, there's a little hater in the chat. Look at him. Look at him.
Right? I don't know if there is or not, but you going off of this? I figured, fuck it, I get to use it one time. You know what I'm saying?
Right? Hell yeah. I'm just saying, man. It's got to be about. It's got to.
But we get.
I want to learn.
We do have to have a difference of opinion, though. Like we gotta, if somebody don't believe the same thing that's just part of it, man. That's
yep.
what that's what we gotta keep wrong. I'm still with you though, Backwoods. You want to fuck somebody up? I'm with you, man. I'm 150%.
No, man. It sounded like you just went against me, man, and I just don't even like that shit.
Nobody would do that on your 108th birthday. Nobody would do that to you. No.
No, hey, man.
Where's my buttons? Where's my button? What?
Right.
All right, y'all. We down to 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We're gonna have to stab out Virginia Roots. I appreciate you. I missed you.
Yes,
Backwoods,
sir.
Just Josh. Thank y'all guys, man. Y'all want to say anything? Y'all got it. Floor is yours.
Okay, before I dip out, I'm gonna add to Backwoods' point. Is a lot of this is a mindset. It's not about how many cans you have. It's not about how many seeds you have. It's not about any of that. It is in your head, because when it comes down to it and all this happens, you ain't going to have everything you need. Bottom line, you're not. You're going to be standing at some moment and going, oh shit, I didn't prepare for that. So just be ready to do what you have to do when you have to do it. That's it. Don't count beans. Don't count jars. Don't count votes, in a sense. Just do it. When you are faced with the challenge, will you stand up and do it? And with that, I'm out. Peace.
Mods, chat, love y'all. We out of here. Thanks for being here. Peace.
Peace out.